Last time on the Great Ace Attorney.
Were you intending to shoot Mr. Winterbank? No, never. I was just, looking out for me bruv, weren't I? He was being flattened, don't forget. He was actually 6 feet tall before Mr. Winterbank got to him.
He's already halfway pancakes. He's in Scotch pancake mode. He's not quite reached crepe mode yet.
You don't want to ever go full crepe,
No.
because then there's no coming back.
Two-dimensional at that point.
Yeah.
And
I
spread.
only eat crepes because crepes are 2D. Hold it! But I mean, we ain't the ones who done it.
We ain't, Guff, we ain't. You gotta believe us. I mean, come on. We never shoot no one.
But you fired at
Objection!
Herlock, though.
That's blatantly untrue. I know for a fact that you would, because before my own eyes, you shot Mr. Herlock Jones. There is only one logical conclusion here. Mr. and Mr. Skulkin, you brothers had every opportunity to have been the true perpetrators of Mr. Winterbank's murder.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, no, you see, there it is. That's going to be Mr. Van Zeeks pulling another piece of evidence out of his
Butthole.
crevasse.
The fatal flaw in my learned friend's argument is really very simple to understand. Yeah! Assuming you're not too dim-witted to count bullets, you yourself told the court only moments ago that these two brothers shot Mr. Herlock Jones right before your eyes. Oh my goodness! I think you'll find that if the single bullet that was fired from the brother's gun hit Mr. Jones, it means...
Winterbank not shot by same gun. Stop. Only one bullet. Stop.
Exactly.
Hello, me old muckers. Welcome back to another episode of Disillusioned Plays, the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, where we do the voices and play the games or something. I think that's right.
For sake, Nash, you've got it wrong. We've practiced this 100 times already. You've still got it wrong.
Oh, forget,
We
Ringo.
see-
What is
Play the
it?
game and do the voices, Nash. I told
Oh,
you this
bother.
1,000 times.
And we do it threateningly.
Menacingly.
Wait, who are you?
Wait, you're not sulky. Oh, it's
Well,
Boris Johnson.
anyway. If you all
Jurors.
like what we do, don't forget to hit the subscribe doohickey and ding the bell
Oi!
ding the belly welly.
forgotten
something there,
Ringo, boy.
Before we get in too deep, I'm Nash.
Yeah, he's Nash. I'm Ringo.
And I'm Gregson.
He's sulky and I'm Ringo.
I think something's gone wrong here, guys.
Ahem. I'm Taylor.
I'm Pete.
And I'm Sarah.
And you're joining us for the Great Ace Attorney. Oh, boy.
I did say
I
the
know.
Great Ace
He
Attorney
did all that.
Chronicles.
I'm just
I
saying...
did all that.
I'm just saying it in a normal voice. Okay.
What's wrong with my voice? I think he said my voice isn't normal, Ringo.
Oi!
Well, that's your fruit, that is, Nash. We'll beat him up later. We'll sort him out.
All right.
Once a rogue, always a rogue, I say. Different breed to us law-abiding citizens.
We make us sound like a dog.
As only 2 bullets were found in the scene, I would say the whole case is done and dusted.
You don't need a stereoscope to see the truth here.
That was his voice.
Every which way you look at it, it was that pickpocket. I never imagined that simple operation would cause me such grief.
The accused attempted a theft on the previous day. I can see I'm in for a busy day ahead.
I am ballistics effort.
Effort.
I am ballistics expert. I have seen many shootings not committed by me for reasons. There is nothing I do not know about guns.
I went to boop the mouse's nose.
The mouse is very
Yes.
cute.
I went to boop his nose. Boop the snoot.
What is it? Mauchevitz? What was it?
Mauschwitz.
Mouskowitz.
Mouskowitz. That's
Mr. Mouskowitz.
it. Mr. Mouskowitz.
It would seem there is little remaining room for doubt.
Oh, bother.
I have to admit, I was rather bowled over by the argument put forward by the chap in black.
Yes, I just had wood.
But when that fell apart like a house of cards...
It was a fine filly, this one.
I saw that I'd jolly well been hoodwinked.
Oh, yes, you blow on it, my dear.
Well, no more!
Ugh, the whole courtroom is turning against me. Again!
It's not fair!
Iris?
That prosecutor's being mean! Just because Ginny's done something she shouldn't have done in the past, that doesn't make her a murderer!
Pray forgive the discourtesy
Filling.
of not believing your bullshit, madam.
What? Pete!
I did an ickle one, but okay.
Gavel!
Okay,
It's naughty
okay.
language!
Okay, I'm sorry.
We will not tolerate this
No,
kind of
no,
language.
that's some naughty language. We'll be having to gobble that out.
Okay.
Editing Pete's gonna be very mad at you, Pete.
He's going to have a word with himself.
Okay.
Allow me to savor this fruity vintage while I savor the spectacle of your fruitless debate on the matter.
Iris, get the boxing glove gun.
Here's to the truth coming out. Eventually.
Slap. No, gavel.
That's enough preamble. Counsel, proceed with the summation examination.
I like that he just assumes that that's what we're gonna do now.
There we go.
Ouchie!
I mean, he's been in court like once or twice now.
Yep.
Yes, my lord.
And make it quick.
I shall do no such thing.
I really want
Nash,
to
you've
catch
took my box away again. I can't bloody see anything.
They've took my box.
It's
They
not
don't
my
know what
fault,
they're doing,
Ringo.
Nash.
Sulky took it away.
They don't know what they're doing, Nash. They've took the box away.
Look. Why didn't you give me some of that chin length and put it on my legs? I might have been able to see something then, but you stole all the length on your chin.
I don't. That's not how the human body works, Ringo.
Listen,
Look, I told you that the reason my head is locked is just because it got slammed in a door too many times.
are you slandering our mum?
And instead of making him beautiful,
She was just teaching you the right from wrong, Nash. She just gave you a little tap on the head with a door several times.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I can't sleep on anything but my side.
My chin touches the ceiling if I lay on my back.
It's
Every time I try to put on a t-shirt, it takes me forever. I can't get it on until I've stretched the neck hole out between here and Birmingham.
when I put my head on the pillow, my chin just pokes really hard into my chest. It's so painful. And if I sleep on my front, my legs stick up in the air.
You know, I had a girlfriend one time,
Oh, God, no.
but then I gave her a black eye when I turned over in bed.
Oh, thank God that didn't go the way I thought it was going to go.
I can't even kiss a girl, Nash. Ringo?
Nash,
Jen,
Nash
you
Ringo.
about 5 foot
Yourself in a
distance between us.
Nash Ringo.
Nash Ringo.
Nash Ringo.
What are you two bloody doing? We're in court! Can you stop going on about rubbish? Utter traits!
Listen, Sulky, just stick them fish and chips in your gob and shut up.
I'll have you know, our neighbour is going to be going ballistic from the loud noises.
I don't think this is what our viewers tuned in to see. Maybe
No.
we should play the game.
Yeah, I think
Instead of just doing
Just
the
because
voice.
Miss Lestrade has a history of pickpocketing, she must be guilty of murder. Is that what you're saying?
Well,
Are all members of the British Army so quick to...
maybe.
That's a loaded question. So quick to judge?
I beg your pardon.
Are you mocking Her Majesty's Armed Forces? The greatest military organization in the world?
Yes.
Well, I would have to disagree with you because that would have to be America.
America! Hell yeah! I know it's supposed to be something else, but I
like
can't
the
spell.
mild censorship.
Yes, there you go.
No, I'm simply illustrating my point. Making assumptions about people because they're a soldier or a pickpocket is wrong and dangerous.
Well, yes. Might have a point there, I suppose. But let's not forget the girl had already shown she had it in her from before. She's clearly a criminal sort through and through. Can't deny it.
When you say that she'd shown she had it in her, are you referring to this?
Exactly. Tried to swipe that only a day earlier, Or am I mistaken?
Not exactly. Given that I was actually there at the time, it's hard to refute that.
I've never actually seen the real thing. I can't wait to have a closer look at it.
Zap it with my cat flapper mat.
No.
My
the
Bananarama
blood
gun.
sampling gun, of course, Bruno. Don't be silly.
The which gun, sorry?
The blood samples gun.
Right, not the Bananarama gun, or the
Bananarama gun.
or the extendo boxing glove gun, or the
No, I reserved that for Lord Van Zeeks when he gets on my nerves.
the
And he's going to
expecto
get it sooner
patronum
rather
gun,
than later if he carries on.
the goat gun.
Goat!
Oh, yes.
Well, like Goat Simulator, the tongue just goes bleh on his face.
Oh no, I just thought it just turns you into a goat.
Oh, okay.
The greatest of all time goat. The goat gun.
Go, goaty gun.
The goat gun. Ryunosuke, would you want to just say that so we can move on?
Oh, yes, of course.
Oh dear, we are very good. Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's Mr. Sholmes.
Mr. Sholmes. What did his voice even sound like, I wonder?
Mr. Sholmes did use his caramel bars to make a copy of the disc, didn't he? I had completely forgotten about that.
Oh yeah.
No, I had as
It
well.
feels like it was so long ago now. It's like,
Feels so long ago since we've seen Herlock as well, to be fair.
yeah, true.
And then ordered every type of music box he could find from across Europe.
Got a big credit card, did he?
Yeah. Oh,
Nope.
she's got the...
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
We still don't know what tune it plays, though, do we? But I'd love to see how the original compares to Hurley's copy.
McGilded's disc. Could it be a clue somehow?
Gee,
Perhaps we should examine it in more detail.
Oh, goodness.
There we go.
How do we, I guess, should we have a look at it? I don't think we've missed anything, but maybe we
Let's
did.
have a neb.
Have a little look.
I wonder if she can use the gun on it, though.
Oh,
Yeah, so obviously it had that on the back.
for me gilded.
Poor McGilded. That's the man you defended in court a couple of months ago, isn't it, Bruno?
Yes, or rather mistakenly defended.
Because what
Not that I was really given much of a choice at the time.
could have like something on the other side of this paper. Might not be sticky back. Post it.
I wonder what his name is doing on the back of this disc.
Really? You can't put that. You can make all those guns, but you can't think why someone's name might be on something.
Excuse me, why his name is on
That's
it
a-
in the first place is what I mean. It obviously
That's a
wasn't
question
his
I'd love to-
before. Oh, sorry, Taylor.
No, it's fine. That's a question I'd love to know the answer to myself.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
the blood.
The blood.
Oh, Bruno, look! This is blood!
Yep.
Yes. You're right. Just a small smear, but definitely blood. Actually, I feel as though I might have noticed that before.
Aha! Then it's my time to shine again. I thought I'd be waiting forever. All right, hold still with that disc, Bruno.
Wait, no, can't you just set it down on the table?
Please don't blow it off in my face.
Can we get this
please.
done quickly, Iris?
In a flash. Poof.
Oh, it's in my chips.
Bloody-
Chip.
Oh!
Green.
And that is the colour on the calendar.
Yeah.
So now we know it's Mr. Eggs Benedict. Because obviously, if he cut himself on it,
Yes.
so he's been shot somewhere along the line.
Ooh, a lovely bright shade again.
Wait, that color.
What is it?
It's just that green. It's not the first time we've seen that color, is it?
Da 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 da.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, boys. That's a discovery.
Alright, so let's have a quick look.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Pow!
yeah.
Green.
Yeah, so it's, Egget Benedict.
See, Sarah, you were saying you were stupid earlier, but you're not stupid.
I now have galaxy brain.
You figured that's it. She's gone from the smooth Danganronpa brain to the galaxy most wrinkled of wrinkled brains.
Yes.
Great Ace Attorney.
Wrinkly like a prune.
Yes. I suppose.
It's the number of bullets that has you convinced.
Only 2 bullets were fired, and the 2 guns that fired them have been examined by the police. When the parlour maid asks me how many are invited for dinner, I always tell her to count the table settings.
Well, that's logical, I suppose.
Although,
Yes.
sometimes after dining, crockery goes missing. 1 or 2 guests rather like the fine china.
Is this relevant to the case? Does your employer dine with thieves?
So, I suppose, if there was another bullet somewhere of which we were unaware, I'd have to reconsider my position.
Oh.
A third bullet somewhere on the scene? Could that be possible?
I can prove it! I don't know how!
It'll be the calendar, surely, and then we link the bloods.
I'm trying to think.
No, because they've counted the calendar. We probably need to use the stereoscope again.
Well, because I think, wouldn't it be the third bullet somewhere on the scene would be Egget Benedict? It'd be... Oh, no, it wouldn't be Egget Benedict because it's gone through him into the calendar. My mistake.
Yeah, he's not doing a Von Karma.
Yeah.
It's not in his shoulder.
The one shot into... What's his name?
not tolerate this slander.
Yeah, the
Obviously,
one...
someone shot Herlock,
Yes.
and then
Egget
that one,
Benedict.
someone's obviously shot Egget. So there would be 3.
Well, unless the bullet's still inside Herlock.
A proper Von Karma.
Well, he's having surgery, so... And there wasn't any bullet other than that one in the calendar at the scene. And I would have presumed they took the bullet out of Windy Bank.
What we're saying, guys, it's impossible or I can prove it. I'm not sure, honestly.
Yeah, I
so
wonder
I
if
don't...
it's too early, but...
Yeah, I wonder if we come back to
I feel like we'd be trying to show the banana instead of the picture of the banana right now.
Yeah, I feel like we're
Yeah.
being led into a trap.
Yeah, I feel like we're not decisive enough yet.
It's a trap!
Unfortunately, only 2 bullets were discovered by the police during their investigation.
Yes, I know.
Right.
And I don't imagine the good men of Scottish Yard would have overlooked anything.
Goodness, Sarah, get it right.
I know,
honestly.
it's been so long. Jeez, get off my back.
Sure.
Jesus. If I missed a bullet while I was cleaning his lordship's office, well, I should receive a sound scolding, I don't doubt.
And he should receive a visit from the police, perhaps. It sounds like a crime scene to me.
A third bullet?
It would completely turn things around if there was one, wouldn't it?
Do you think we might find one lying around somewhere?
I don't know about lying around somewhere, but maybe. Oh, here we go.
So, if I've understood correctly, you need 2 pictures, a left eye one and a slightly different right eye one.
Exactly! Then you can see the scene in 3 dimensions, like this.
So, if we have 2 bullets, I don't suppose you can see anything useful with them.
Well, if you put one in one eye and the other in the other eye, then you can't see anything ever again. I think you'll find that no matter how much you squint, the truth of the situation always looks the same here. The only person who could assault the victim is that girl in the dock.
Well, that's just rude, innit?
How can you be so sure of that? This might be something we can present, though.
Think about it. The Skulkin brothers shot the great detective, didn't they?
Oh, that's slander days. You can't prove nothing.
Yes, that's... He's right! That's been mentioned once or twice.
Well then, surely it's coming into focus now, isn't it?
This is a waste of time.
Yep.
I'm not going to change this man's mind anytime soon.
Okay.
Would you please stop muttering about things that have nothing to do with this trial, sir? The defendant's life is on the line here.
Well, the thing is, I couldn't really say that it is. Sorry.
Is he the one who did the surgery on Herlock?
Yeah,
and if he left the bullet inside of him,
I couldn't really.
then that would be the 3rd bullet.
Yeah, do what? If he mentions anything about that, do we pitch his statement against the maids?
Probably, yeah.
Because she's like, oh yeah, if you could prove that, then yeah.
I couldn't really say that it is nothing to do with this trial, to be honest.
Huh?
I mean, there's no question that the man was shot, but the bullet had simply vanished from his stomach. It's quite inexplicable, don't you think? Did he poopy? He poopied the bullet.
Ew.
He poopy. Well, it was in his stomach, so poopy bullet makes sense. Could happen.
Gross.
I'm just saying.
I almost don't want to ask, but this surgery you've been muttering about all this time, you were operating on...
What was the fellow's name now? Herlock? Herlock? No, Herlock?
Herlock Sholmes, by any chance?
Yes, good lord. It was the Herlock fellow.
Herlock.
What? You're the surgeon that operated on Mr. Sholmes?
Aye, that's right. Using the very latest anesthesia techniques, I might add. It was a fairly major op, I can tell you.
This is crazy.
Let me see. The fellow was brought in not long after midnight, if I remember correctly. They said he'd been shot by some criminal or another. So I opened him up like a shot. But the funny thing is, I went over his insides with a fine-tooth comb, and I couldn't find the bullet anywhere. So I'm afraid I had to throw up my hands and just stitch the fellow back up.
Oh, and that's why he said I couldn't have left it in there, could I? Maybe that's why, I don't know.
I hate to state the obvious, but
Yes? Aye?
surely that's because the bullet is still at the scene of the shooting.
The counsel for the defense is correct. As is
Ah,
Ah, but we can show that no, it is not.
Yes.
take that!
as is clearly shown in this photographic print.
The bullet that the Skulkin brothers fired at Mr. Sholmes hit him in the stomach region,
Stomach.
No, I
Jean.
won't reach there.
then exited his body and lodged into the shop wall where the calendar was hanging by the door. I think you'll find it's really quite simple if you just consider the problem three-dimensionally.
Who do you think I am, son?
Well, juror number 4 is about the best I can do.
Well, I mean, you Well, you'd be right there.
Technically right, son.
I suppose you are quite right. As soon as I saw the wound to the man's stomach, I flipped him over.
Like a pancake.
It's not exactly the sort of allegory I would use, but yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Are you saying that you checked his back?
Well, actually, I actually had to check his bottom. But,
I don't know what the bullet was doing
but
there,
it looked
mind.
absolutely fine to me, so I just gave it a kiss and was on my way.
He kissed me on my bottom.
He just kissed me on my bottom, out of nowhere.
Of course I did. There wasn't a trace of injury. No sign that the bullet had left the body at all. What? That's the point. The only logical conclusion was that the bullet was still somewhere in the man's innards.
Oh, boy.
Which is exactly why I set about slicing him up.
Oh, Christ.
And I'm still none the wiser even now. How many times do I have to see it? Can somebody please explain how it happened? Can someone please solve the mystery?
It's almost as much of a mystery as how this jury was put together.
Oh, angry. The mystery of where... Oh, it's changed.
Now,
Right, so where's an expert when you...
oh well, we could actually pit him against Mr. Russian Man because he's a bullet expert.
Well, I don't know if we could pit him against him, but we could definitely... Let's get, like, the Russian guy's testimony first. Like, let's press him first, rather, and then see.
What do you mean you're in for a busy day?
But obviously after we've...
I
gone
say,
through-
I'm not a Russian man.
After we've gone through everybody, because we have to go through everyone just in case we miss something, remember? Blummin' Ace Attorney games.
Forgot to say, stop. Do excuse me, stop. I am a communications officer. Stop.
A communications officer? Does that have something to do with sending telegrams?
Everything from personal messages written by members of the public to the latest news in the capital. I convert all messages into Morse code and tap it out to the entire world electronically.
To the entire world?
Thousands of miles of cable under the sea. Stop. Worldwide communication network. Stop. Information transmitted to and from all corners of globe. Stop.
I do love the aerial wobbling,
Yeah,
wobbling
waggling
from side
about.
to side. Yeah.
Ah, yes. She was getting equally worked up about radio waves and the like before, wasn't she?
I specialize in communicating information from government departments and newspaper offices.
I see.
I'm sure I shall have to wire the newspaper's report of today's guilty verdict later. So no sleep for me tonight, I imagine.
Yeah, it seems like we're not getting anything useful out of her.
No.
Let's just finish the trial first, shall we?
Okay. I know it was a waste of time. I know, we wanted to speak to him, but sometimes it throws us random curveballs, so... I am ballistics expert.
I'm heavy weapons guy. And this is my weapon.
I thought you were just a tourist.
But can you outsmart Bullet?
I'm visiting.
Good
There we
day.
go.
I am visiting London for sightseeing. I would like to take bus to Crystal Tower, please.
There's no way he's just a visiting tourist. So, you're a ballistics expert? Who knew?
I have much experience with guns. Big, small, explosive.
Medium-sized.
Ah,
Great.
Gatling. I have lived through many, how do you say, extreme and violent bath of, blood of,
Extreme violent bloodbath, perhaps.
Irish, you're 10. Stop, don't say such things. Stop. She's supposed
Sorry, I have a fascination with blood, okay?
She's supposed to be innocent, but she's actually just
well, she's too precocious for her.
Oh,
no, Mr. Moskowitz.
mouse.
Not the mouse.
Those extreme violent bloodbaths.
Violent.
English is very difficult tongue.
I mean, yeah, even we can't say it sometimes when we're recording an episode.
Pretty much every time. Pretty much every time.
Sometimes we can't English.
Duh.
Considering the sort of people you associate with, I'm surprised you still have a tongue.
Oh,
Oh,
goodness.
wow, Jesus.
Anyway, if you have questions about bullets and guns, you ask me. There is nothing I do not know. No mystery I cannot solve, like mystery of man sitting 2 seats away from me. But I will not volunteer. You must do the thing with the button. He's very confident in his knowledge of guns, that's for sure. But, if possible, please, only in Russian language.
He's not very confident in his knowledge of English, though, is he?
No, still, we should bear it in mind. He's our man if there's a mystery about guns or bullets.
Gee whiz.
Van Zieks has managed to convince everyone.
When you have eliminated the impossible, he said. But he hasn't.
If we're going to fight back, we need more material. And we have to fight back. We have to turn this trial around again. We need another turnabout.
All right, so are we
So I wonder
thinking
if it's
the
the
surgeon...
doctor against the maid, I think.
But what about the
No, I
bullet
think it's the
expert?
doctor against the Russian guy. Yeah, he'll be able to solve the mystery of where the bullet is.
Oh, maybe.
Right.
Safety
Where's an
save.
expert when you need one?
Let's do a little safety save. Just a little safety shaboodle. Okay.
Oh, I suppose where's an expert when, of course, I'm being a... Yep, smooth brain is back.
Oh no! It is in smoothing as we speak.
I have collapsed from out of space from my
Wait,
galaxy brain.
the music stopped.
Objection! Those two statements clearly contradict. The idea that all I do is pit jurors against each other.
A ballistics expert?
Pitting. P-I-T-T. What is backwards
I
R?
do still just love that the
Backwards.
mouse watches. The mouse
I
is
know,
doing it
it's so cute.
On the night in question, Mr. Sholmes was shot by one of the Skulkin brothers. No, he wasn't.
You can't prove anything.
But since there was no sign of an exit wound on his back, we must assume the bullet didn't pass through him. However, no bullet was found lodged in Mr. Sholmes' body. Either. Furthermore,
I'm sorry.
are you done adding additional foot folding?
I'm sorry, not sorry. It's this. Every time I see that shot, I imagine the sword just knocking against all of the wooden posts, just like.
I hate you. You made me snort laugh. I hate you. That's for everyone to hear. I hate you.
I'm not sorry.
You should be.
It's one of your many endearing qualities, my dear.
No, don't
Yes,
say it
it's
like
true.
that.
It's
I don't do
true.
it all the time.
That makes it sound like.
You're saying you're not sorry. You will be.
Oh, uh-oh.
Remember, I live with you.
She knows where you live and where you sleep.
Yes.
And what color your underpants are.
Wow!
Let's not get into that.
A bullet was found lodged in the wall of the shop where Mr. Sholmes was shot. Juror number 6.
Hello, my name is Villain. Pleased to meet you.
Villain.
God's sake.
Villain.
Villain.
This apparent contradiction in the facts that is so clearly troubling juror number 4. Are you able to explain the mystery?
I am not considered guilt if I explain, yes? I am not, how you say, self-incriminating.
Please understand, my English is not good.
I am not.
Just doing the friggin' Gendo pose.
Yeah. Or it's like, I am not, as you say, up creek without paddle. Of the brown variety.
The brown water.
I have seen very similar situation in Motherland. It was night. There was blizzard. I was running along I was running away along mountain road in freezing cold. No shoes. Uphill. Both ways. The snow was piling high on both sides of road. It was very narrow and dangerous. My pursuers had hunting rifles, and they were on dog sleds. Mental note: don't ask too many questions. I was shot from behind, and I fell down in snow. Mr. Moskowitz had to rip bullet out with teeth. And the situation was very similar to what I hear today from doctor. They could not find bullet in my body. And no sign of, how do you say? Exit wound.
Then, where did the bullet... wait, sorry. Then where did the bullet go?
Bullet never hit me.
Well, if it never hit you, why did you fall down?
Bullet hit frozen wall of ice very close to my side.
What?
Eh? You what, mate?
Oh, so the shrapnel from the ice is what hit him, not the bullet. So Sholmes must have gotten hit by wood or something.
Yeah.
One small piece, very sharp, broke away from lump of ice and pierced my body. It made deep wound that looks just like bullet wound.
Good gracious.
Of course, piece of ice quickly melted inside me. And that is solution to mystery of disappearing bullet.
Well, I mean, not exactly, but it's an interesting idea.
Ah.
What hit Herlock
But
then?
that doesn't answer the question at all. The shooting happened in a pawnbroker's shop. Not some snowy mountain road in another country.
Just an idea, but we might not be looking at exactly the same scenario here.
Bruno? Where exactly was Hurley shot again?
That's a good question. I actually don't... I can't remember. I
Yeah.
mean, they keep saying stomach, but I can't remember. I don't know if we actually saw it.
Well, according to the report, in his stomach. Sort of around this area, I think.
Well, that's precisely where he always wears a little pouch on his belt.
A pouch? Actually, I might have noticed something like that.
Yes, a pouch. It's where he keeps 3... Oh. And that's what's... It's hit that and that's what's hurt him. It's where he keeps 3 glass vials of very dangerous chemicals that he uses in his investigations.
Now, one of them is a drink, but I try not to mix them up.
Oh, I feel rather
What?
poorly.
Really?
Just kidding.
Oh dear, I seem to have grabbed the llama juice and not the poison from the shelf. Silly me.
Oh, no.
Doctor! Where is the pouch Mr. Sholmes was wearing?
Oh, well, I decided to hold on to it as a souvenir.
Well, the fellow had nothing like that on his person when he arrived at the hospital, as far as I remember.
If I may...
No,
No, not you again.
Lord Van Zeeks.
Oh, who asked you? While I realize it is forbidden for the prosecution to interject during a summation examination,
Yes, you're right. Now shut up.
I should inform the defense that I have the pouch in question in the antechamber outside the courtroom.
What about the uncle chamber?
Sorry?
As I understand it, very good. When the police arrived on the scene and found Mr. Sholmes injured, they removed the pouch in order to assess the wound.
Oh, is that why he still hasn't woken up?
Thank goodness.
I thought I was getting forgetful for a moment.
Well, he is awake, isn't he?
Since then.
No, he still hasn't woken up,
No,
right?
he
or I
has.
suppose. No, I guess that's true. That's
he
right,
has,
that's
because he
right.
spoke to
He spoke to Susato
Susato.
before she left, so and he's
Yes.
like,
Right.
"Is everything in place or something?" So they're obviously planning something.
Yeah. Oh, goodness me. Since then, it has been in my safekeeping, along with all other evidence relating to the case.
Oh, I see. Keeping it for yourself, are you?
I can personally vouch for the fact that it has not been touched since the incident occurred.
Very well. Well, extremely unconventional during a summation examination. Oh, yes, that is difficult to say.
We just make things up as we go along,
I
yeah?
must demand. We do that, yes. I must demand the prosecution presents the item in question with all speed. Bring forth Mr. Herlock Sholmes's pouch.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Pray forgive the discourtesy, but I only have one speed, and it is slow.
Now, I only have one speed, and that speed is justice.
I don't, as you say, gotta go fast.
I see.
Well, there we go.
This is the pouch worn by Mr. Sholmes on the night in question, is it?
Look at that! One of the files is broken and the leather around it is scorched black. It's almost as if the file exploded.
Exploded?
Exploded!
Exploded?
Exploded!
Exploded?
So, that night, the bullet from the Skulkin Brothers' gun struck Mr. Sholmes's pouch.
Oi! Can't prove anything.
And it was the glass vial exploding that caused the fellow's injury.
Don't know why I said that like a question.
This bullet did not penetrate victim, but was deflected into walls of shop.
Well, but then of course it doesn't explain the colour, does it?
No.
Unless Sholmes and Eggert Benebond.
Benebond.
Unless Eggert Benedict.
They're the same blood type.
Yes, because that's the only other thing, isn't it? As well, that they're going,
Yeah,
oh yeah,
that's-
blood types, but there is a possible.
Did Sholmes have green blood?
We don't
We
know.
don't know.
We don't know what colour Sholmes's blood
Like
is.
the green one was like a mystery.
The green one was it was on the
Purple
calendar.
was McGilded,
Yep.
which was also on Gina's coat. Blue was Mr. Windybank.
Yeah. And green, the calendar had green on it, and then obviously the music disc.
Sorry. Purple was Thrice Fired Mason.
That's right. Yes.
Sorry.
Yes, you're right. Yeah, green's on the calendar, green's on the music disc, and we know that Eggert cut his finger on the music disc, so we know that Eggert,
It's definitely
has.
green.
Yes, but as for whether that blood on the calendar is definitely his, I mean, again, it's blood types. I mean, it's probably going to be his, unless they decide they want to throw a curveball and that he and Sholmes have the same blood type.
Yeah,
But I mean,
'cause-
that's going to be one heck of a curveball. But it is an Ace Attorney game, so I'm
Well,
not.
yeah.
So I'm not going to rule it out.
Yeah, and there's nothing.
Still
There's
short
nothing to distinguish.
of staging the.
Sorry, go on, Taylor. Mhm.
No, I interrupted you.
Oh God, guys!
Oh no, I was just saying, like, there's no way to determine if there was no sort of way to determine whose blood is whose if it's the same color, really.
Yeah. The stalemate.
Mm.
No, wrong one. A delightfully complex aroma.
Well, it would appear one mystery has been solved at least.
Though it has no bearing on the truth of this case. The bungling and bungling. Oh wait, the bungling and
The bungling and bungling.
Leave me alone. The bungling and burgling brothers shot the detective,
Oi.
and the accused shot the pawnbroker.
But I did not shoot the deputy.
The pertinent facts of the case remain unaltered.
But at least the mystery is solved.
I can sleep easy tonight.
Oh, good for you.
Thank you, young man.
Duh. Thank you very much. Glad I could help.
Due to its bearing on the conundrum just solved, the court will sequester this scruffy pouch as evidence.
Hurley's pouch isn't scruffy.
No, well, I mean, could have fooled me.
Okay.
Now we can present that to the maid.
Now, the summation examination. Chop chop. It would appear the defense is somewhat struggling to alter opinion.
Please, my lord. A little more time.
Yes, well,
After all, that's a new piece of evidence. It could be a valuable clue, and you can't afford to overlook anything here, Ryunosuke. There's still a way to turn this around. Somehow. I'm sure of it.
I wonder, do we have a look at
The
scruffy pouch.
is there any blood on it?
No.
No.
A scratch and some
There's
scorch
the bullet
marks.
end.
Oh, that looks like a bullet hole.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, there's a bullet
There's
in
the
there.
bullet.
There's the bullet.
It's really scorched badly just here. Oh!
oh, it's sorry.
Yeah, it's
It
you.
is Aaron.
It is you.
Oh, the strap is broken. Look.
This must be where the bullet hit then.
Let me see here.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Da-da-da.
Bullet.
Bulletto.
It looks an awful lot like a bullet.
Yep.
What the? Iris, look! Behind where the broken file was. Do you see it?
Ah! That's the Skulking Brothers bullet.
No, it's not. I've never seen that bullet in my life. I was holding it for a friend, or me mum, or me grandmother's, or Nash's, or Ringo's grandmother.
Don't you drag my granny into this. She's already come out the grave and got scared back in again. Don't you drag her back out.
She rose from the grave and got scared back in. I know.
What a stroke of luck that it hit his pouch.
They say rest in...
This is an amazing discovery.
They say rest in peace, but my poor old granny ain't getting none of that. God rest her soul.
She had a rude
They
awakening.
always say she could sleep when she's dead, but she can't.
We've already had the wake. We don't want to wake her again.
What this means is there were 3 bullets fired at Windybanks that night.
Da, da.
We found exactly what that juror was talking about.
Which juror?
The maid.
The 3rd bullet.
Pray, forgive the discourtesy of not opening the pouch and finding the evidence earlier.
Yeah,
I was afraid of getting the mediocrity.
I do love the idea of Antiques being like, oh, damn.
Oh.
If only I'd have just looked at it for just more than a second.
Oh, my wine
Gregson,
has soured.
did you... Gregson, did you open the pouch? No, I'm afraid I didn't.
I'm a bit...
Oh, look at that! My mother's calling.
No, of course not. I'm allergic to that science stuff.
All it was,
time
you
to
see,
press-
I dropped my chips, and that was, well, that's a tragedy in itself. And then I just completely forgot about the pouch.
I couldn't face the rest of my shift. I had to go home. Anyway,
I had salt and vinegar all over my hands. I didn't want to ruin the leathery now. I'd be right disrespectful.
It's time to press that juror again, I
that's
think.
actually that's a more viable argument.
Yeah.
Honestly. Actually, a little bit more realistic. Okay, cool. We've got the bulletto.
Bulletto.
We could.
No, Iris, what are these other 2? Oh, those both explode.
Let's have a quick look.
Oh, just cyanide and an explosive powder. These glass vials are full of Hurley's homemade potions.
Homemade?
Yes, like fingerprint powder to show it where people have touched things.
And the other one, he calls it luminol.
Luminol.
And scent amplifying solution to intensify a smell lingering on an object.
That's amazing.
They're all very easy to use. There's just one thing that you have to be careful of.
And that they don't blow up in your face.
They're all very flammable.
Mr. Sholmes is a walking bomb! Either he's passionate about finding out the truth or just oblivious to the dangers.
Alright, I think that's... okay.
Oh, look! There's a hole here at the back. Doesn't look much like a bullet hole, but clearly something's ripped through the leather with great force.
Something must have pierced it somehow to have left this hole behind.
The shards of glass. Yes, it looks that way. Mr. Sholmes and his pouch both took a beating, didn't they?
Yeah,
All right.
that looks like the bullet didn't on the bottom.
Bullet, which, I mean, I guess...
This is the bullet that was fired from the Skulkin brothers' gun on the night of the incident.
Yes, though it turns out it never actually entered Hurley's body at all.
Thanks to the thick leather of that pouch he was wearing, it saved him.
Oh, Hurley's always lucky like that.
Well, considering what he had to go through in the hospital,
You could say he's the ultimate lucky student.
No.
I wonder how lucky he really was. Did somebody say ultimate lucky student?
No, they didn't.
P, what have you done? You've summoned him.
Do you guys need some help with the case?
No.
I mean, I'm useless, but I can look at it.
Oh dear, poor Hurley.
Oh dear, poor Hurley.
Alright, cool. Let's get on to our lady maid. You there! Press. Blah, 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 blah. Because we've already done this. So then it's the yes, we can prove it, actually. The third bullet. I can
prove it. Oops. Allow me to show you then. The third bullet.
Boom.
Take that!
Smug.
Very smug.
Here it is. We discovered it just now.
Ow. My hand.
Yes! My handsies. On the night in question in Winterbank's pawnbrokery, another bullet was fired.
Hold it! What is this new trickery, you Nipponese conjurer? Where did you find that bullet?
You literally handed it to me just now. Oh, damn.
Balls.
It was lodged inside Mr. Sholmes' pouch.
What?
I've made a grave
Lodged
error.
inside these nuts.
This pouch was, it's funny because Pete was just saying before this how unfunny those jokes were.
Yeah.
And now he's just taken to making
I
them.
don't get him. I'm just saying it.
This pouch was removed from around Mr. Sholmes' waist before he was taken to the hospital. Was it taken to the hospital or taken to hospital? Taken to hospital. I always forget that in like the UK, it's like you go to hospital, you don't go to the hospital.
Yeah.
Both works.
Both work.
And since then, it has been touched by no one.
Do you mean to say the shot fired by the Skulkin brothers that night?
Allegedly! Allegedly fired,
You
Your
can't
Honor!
prove anything yet.
Yes, as your lordship has surmised, it hit this pouch.
But that makes no sense whatsoever. We already know the whereabouts of the bullet fired at Mr. Sholmes. It's clearly visible in this photographic print.
Two guns from the scene have already been submitted into the court record as evidence.
Yes, that of Mr. Windybank, and that belonging to the Skulkin brothers.
And examination of both guns revealed that only a single bullet had been fired from each.
But that must mean...
That's right. We now know that on the night in question, 3 bullets were fired.
Ow.
However, only 2 bullets were fired from the guns recovered from the crime scene. And until that incontrovertible inconsistency is somehow explained, we cannot and must not pass judgment.
My heart.
Oh, he's clutching the bullet in his chest this time.
Order! Order! Order!
Just watch out for him banging his head against the back of the wall.
While this summation examination remains incomplete, the court has been presented with new facts. Facts that would appear to shake the very foundations upon which the case against the defendant has been built. As is my prerogative in this situation, I hereby temporarily suspend the summation examination.
By Jupiter!
What?
Bailiff, bring the witnesses back to the stand at once.
Oh, and don't forget Ringo's box.
Cheeky.
Oh, bloody hell, why we're
bother.
back here again? Haven't we said enough already?
Witnesses,
Governor!
were you listening to the proceedings while the defense carried out the summation examination?
I might have heard something. Well, we was, Governor, we was.
Perhaps we can dispense with the tedious preamble. Simply answer this one question. A third bullet has been identified at the scene of the crime. What do you make of that?
Sniper?
That wasn't me.
I had the line, but I guess I have to
That
say
wasn't me. Don't you dare. That was the game.
Make of it, Gov. I don't make nothing of nothing if I can help it.
Is it one of yours?
Cool, blimey, Gov, cool, blimey. Not a chance.
In that case, did you have an accomplice?
What? What? Never. The Skulking brothers work alone.
Well, technically we don't, Nash, because we work together. There's more than one of us, isn't there? It's just the two of us. That's our trademark. Just ignore the thing about Sulky earlier.
How soon we forget, poor Sulky.
That doesn't bother me. You can just stop dragging me into it now.
Only 2 of the bullets from the crime scene originated from the firearms we have in evidence. The 3rd bullet was fired from another gun. Where is it?
Have you checked up your butt?
Have you checked your butthole?
Skin up, butt up.
Oh, geez.
Lummy, that's an head scratcher. I'm scratching me head and I'm coming up with nothing.
Oh, that's nothing new,
Counsel,
Nash.
counsel for the defense.
Yes?
I should like to hear your thoughts regarding these new developments.
They're guilty, Gina's innocent, and I want to go home.
And I want Hurley back. I miss him.
The 3rd bullet and the mysterious missing firearm from whence it came.
Thinking back over all the testimony we've heard and all the evidence we've seen, I think I'm starting to form a picture. A picture of what really happened that night.
Uh-oh. But
So, do we think that, like, obviously the Skulking brothers shot Herlock? Do you think, like, Gina took the gun because Eggert was there? He shot Windybank when she shot him with Mr. Windybank's gun?
it only had 1 bullet in it.
Yeah, but do they wholeheartedly know that the bullet that killed Mr. Windybank was from his?
Oh, no.
No, they don't.
Actually, that's a good point.
It's
The
obviously
bullet from
been
Mr.
fired.
Windybank was fired from the Skulking brothers, wasn't it? They said that he turned round and ran into the room, and the Skulking brothers shot at him, and that's why the bullet entered the way it did, because he was leaning forward as he was running. Yeah, I forgot about that. So...
And yeah, Gina took the shot on Eggert because maybe he was going to kill her. That's why she
Right,
got
but no,
the
so
gun.
but the brothers are lying about shooting him like that because the only bullet that was in their gun, or the bullet that was fired from their gun, was used to try to hit Herlock.
Yeah.
So it was probably Eggert that shot Windybank while he was running away.
Yeah.
Then Gina locked the door from inside, probably shot through the door when she heard the noise,
and then something knocked her out, or she just fainted from the stress or something.
Yeah, maybe. Like the sight of everything. Obviously, she'd have the gun because she took a pot shot at to defend herself, maybe.
Yeah.
My lord, I think it's clear what this third bullet tells us about the Skulkin brothers.
They had a
secret accomplice.
Yeah. And they kind of already dropped it. Oh, we've mentioned him. We don't talk about him.
No, we didn't say nothing about nothing. On that night at Windybank's pawnbrokery, the brothers must have been working with a third man. The witnesses are clearly doing their best to cover up the existence of this accomplice. But the evidence all points to the fact that there was someone else present. Someone carrying a gun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Objection!
I really should stop drinking.
An accomplice, you say? Pigswill.
Oh.
What?
These protracted proceedings have always forced us to endure 2 summation examinations. Already? Leave me alone. They're my lines. I'll read them however I bloody well want. Yet in all that time, there has been not a murmur of a third man.
Yes, there has, though.
If this apparently wraith-like being exists... The court must be shown hard evidence. Without it, this fantasy will be crushed like the
And
glass
that'll be the
in my
green blood.
hand. The prosecution demands answers on 2 counts. Firstly, proof, evidence that this accomplice was ever at the scene of the crime.
That would be the blood.
And secondly, the identity of this spurious character.
But who is the identity of this spurious character?
Dang it!
We're gonna
We'll have to find out next time, won't we? Because we're past an hour.
We're gonna forget.
How could you do this to us?
But look, I don't make the rules. That's Brooklyn. Why did Brooklyn come? I don't know.
Brooklyn's bag, baby.
Why does it always?
And he's in the wrong game.
It always creeps back. It's not even me this time.
But
Well,
indeed. Oh. I keep talking over you. I'm sorry. Lead us out, Taylor.
No, it's okay. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. Again, if you did enjoy, please remember to like, subscribe, ring the bell, leave a comment. We do try to answer all of them, and we do love to hear from you.
Yeah.
So until next time, take care, and remember to keep track of your bullets. And don't go to juror number 4 if you need an operation, because I frankly wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him.
I am visiting London. Please take me to Crystal Tower.
No.
Okay.